Yeah, we are looking at police now as a law enforcement agency now in its entirety. Now you walk into the police station, and then you see someone that has been held down there for days, and the person has been denied bail. Remember, this matter have not gone to court yet.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not the court's business now. We're looking at the police. Now, what is this person's crime? You will not hear that he's owing somebody, or he quarreled with someone, and then that is why you lock him up in the police cell for more than 24 hours, which you and I know is against the law. So who checks these people, and why do we keep having such things? Because these are injustices meted out to Nigerian citizens.
Exactly. You know, in the case of Nigerian police, I don't know what actually is their problem, but to my own view, I would say is underfunding. And as a result of underfunding of the Nigerian police, or corruption in the Nigerian police, the officers that are involved are supposed to, police will tell you in the station that bail is free.
Bail is free.
Bail is free. So most of these people
I'm still going there.
Most of these people that are being detained in the police station are, some of them, maybe police made a demand of certain amount of money. They were not able to bring the money to come and bail themselves out from the station. So they'll just keep them there. Or maybe the complainant, the nominal complainant, may have as well given police huge amount of money for them to detain this particular person. Just like the other day, I was at the police station somewhere in Abuja here. It's just a civil matter. It was glaring. My client sold a property to the nominal complainant, and this is purely a transaction. Money was paid, and if the property in question has been transferred to the nominal complainant. But it's like when the nominal complainant went and find out the real price of that particular goods in question. Okay. He now said, I don't want to take this property again, and I need my money. Before you know it, he quickly ran to the police station and make an entrance. Well, and what the police came up with, because they want to shift the matter to criminal ground, so they can have jurisdiction upon it. Police say that this particular goods is being suspected to have been stolen. Wow. So, and on that ground, we need to investigate. So by the time I came into the matter, I told them that, no, you can't do this. This is purely a civil matter on a transaction.
Which they lack jurisdiction.
They lack jurisdiction to look upon that. If this person is not okay with the goods in question that was sold to him, then let him approach the law court, or maybe they can on their own agree on certain terms on how they are going to settle this matter out. And
that's ADR?
That is ADR. Maybe the nominal complainant can now forfeit certain amount of money, and also the accused person now, who is my client, can now balance back some amount of money. And that was the argument at that point. So you see that it is corruption that is causing all those things. When a matter is being brought to the Nigerian police, they should be able to know that we have jurisdiction to look into this matter, and we don't have jurisdiction to look into this matter. And they should be straight in everything they are doing. But because they want money to be given to them, or they want to make money out of that particular matter before them, they will now find a way to make it look criminal in nature, and that's not good. Then on the other side, where people are being detained in the police station beyond the prescribed hour. Time.
It shouldn't be more than 24 hours.
Yes, you shouldn't be detaining someone
for
beyond that.
Offense.
You see that police may now tell an accused person who may not even have anybody in the civil service, tell him to go and bring a level 16 civil servant to come and bail him. Where can the person profit such kind of person to stand for him for a bail? It is not possible.
They will tell you to go and bring a meal.
Yes, and this issue of not allowing a woman to take a man on bail, and I don't just understand those things.
I'm so sorry. I've had such issues, I think, at Suleja Police Station. Yeah, I went to bail one of my clients, and when I got there, after everything, they just looked at me and told me, because we were trying to bring our money from him. So I was like, don't give a dime to anybody. Yeah. So when I got there and introduced myself and everything, they now left me. Of course, they can't delay him more than necessary and everything, because they know the implications. So they now left me. They now went and started talking to him in a soft tone and everything, just trying to bring him on it. Now, the next thing they now told me is that, Madam, you can't bail him. And this is Niger State. I said, are you okay?
Because you're a woman.
Because I'm a woman. Why?
That's very bad. That's very bad.
Why? Is there any law that states that a woman should not bail a man? Of course, in a bailable law, in a very soft offense. And of course, my client slept there. Before I knew what was happening, they told me that yes, it's not, if you are coming to talk about 24 hours, that is not within 24 hours. So I was telling them, if you don't release him from this time to this time, is another issue. So they were not looking for another way to get money from him.
Yes.
I didn't know, for them to tell him to go and bring a man, so that the man will surface, they will not get money, because they know they can't get money from him. Of course. You know, so I don't know why we keep, running around the same circle of injustice.
And as a result of that, when the person is not able to feed in someone that will bail him or take him on police bond, they will now detain the person. And the nominal complainant in question may not even come up again. As a result, the person will be left there on his own fate inside the police station. Maybe after the person must have stayed for days, the police will now take him to a nearby, maybe upper area court or magistrate court to charge him. And from there, a person that doesn't have anybody that will come and take him on bail on police station will end up in the Nigerian prison. And he will just enter waiting trial and nothing will be done. The person will just be languishing inside the prison like that.
I hope Nigerians...
So these are the injustices we are talking about.
I hope Nigerians and the relevant authorities, we're talking about the courts, judicial system, and you're talking about the police, I hope they're listening to what we are saying. I mean, this is a program that we trash national issues, as I said, as they affect the average Nigerian. We're not really protecting the people up there.
Of course.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, you walk into a police station and then you are granted upon being granted bail. Because they can't take money from a lawyer. They will not tell the client, you need to pay for detail. I need to pay for soap.
Of course.
That we use
even the file itself, to open file, we need to give police some money for them to bring a case file.
That's wrong, because that is not what the law stipulates. I think we should step up to this case and then deal with ourselves. I mean, we have a working constitution.
Of course, we have.
We have written rules and regulations guiding this process.
Yes, we have.
So why should we still be finding ourselves in this mess? I mean, it doesn't speak good about us.
Our major problem in this country is an enforcement, and the corruption as well. Nigerian police, or maybe the officers, are not well being taken care of by the government. Underpayment of the salary. They are trying to cut corners for them to be able to meet up to their personal financial needs. And because they are not being well checked, they will not have opportunity to be perpetuating all those injustices upon the people. And I pity poor man in this nation, because if you can't be able to sort yourself out before the Nigerian police, they will end you up in the prison. Because they will just kick you there.
Let's go down to the street. Let's look at injustice from Federal Road Safety Corps.
Okay.
Let's look at those people. Like, there's one that normally treat me off. Just takes me off balance.
Okay.
Certificate for roadworthiness. What's that? What's that?
Well,
our Nigerian roads, are they worthy?
Nigerian roads, to start with, they are not worthy.
Why are you asking for a certificate for roadworthiness?
That's Nigerian for you, my dear.
I want us to look at FRS. I want us to look at VIO.
Okay.
In their modus operandi on the street, on Nigerian roads.
Do you know recently, VIO we are talking about is now clamping vehicle inside town. In my town, you see VIO, someone will park his vehicle properly parked, VIO will come there and be clamping his car, leaving the traffic that is their major function, leaving the place of their work that the Constitution has said, or maybe the enabling act has made provisions for them. They will leave it and go to the streets of Abuja, clamping people's vehicle down. And most vehicles in Nigeria, let's say especially the commercial drivers, they don't have valid license. These are the people that these people should be checking. Their vehicles are not roadworthy to start with. These are the people they should be checking. But because of the corruption we are talking about, they will not want to do the right thing.
Does it mean there's nobody that checks it? Because I think between FRS and VIO, I think VIO is the worst of it all. Who checks these people? Who sends them out to who is responsible to these people or for these people?
Well, they have how their office are being managed. They have the directors there, the senior officers, who it is their duty to check their their function in the streets.
I actually want to believe probably their top officers don't know what goes on. I mean, you're looking at a citizen of this country that is driving to work. The next thing you stop the person, bring this, they bring that, they bring, and then you start looking for something.
Demands
you start looking for something that is not within your habit.
Yes.
And then the person, you know that the person will not have it.
Maybe apparently because they want to rope the person in.
They will tell you pay 5,000 or 10,000, or choose between paying it now or going to the station. I mean, these things should be checked. Allow the citizens of this country to enjoy this country. If they don't enjoy Nigeria, where else? Look at what is happening.
No.
People just go out. They don't mind. See what goes on at the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay.
Look at the number of Nigerians that have been deported from Libya.
They say that out of like 65% of blacks there in Libya are Nigerians.
Wow.
65%
I think
of Nigerians.
the people that came back there before yesterday, a man and a woman, they were recounting how they actually watched and saw how 49 Nigerians were shot dead. These are the reasons, is one of the reasons why people leave this country. Because I believe where they are running to, you don't say things like this. People are treated as aliens in their own country.
That's just one we are talking now about nation building. When you don't have a leader that actually have the people at heart, they will not actually provide the basic social amenities. And when those things are lacking, you see people resorting to migration.
Well, I don't really think it should be pinned down to this particular leadership because, Nigeria has been in transition since 1999. All right, so we are looking at the kind of leaders we've had in the past. We are looking at the democracy we have found ourselves in from when we started 1999 to now.
1990 dates.
I don't think we have done enough.
We've not actually filled in a committed leader. That's our problem.
I don't think we have actually made an impact.
Yes,
for citizens of this country to wake up and they are just running helter-skelter. You will hear some youth, they'll tell you, let me just leave here. And then you now ask them, what are you going there to do? They'll tell anything, even if it's to go and wash plates. This is the meaning. Because
they believe that over there, the government over there in the abroad in question is well coordinated, they are responsible, they take care of their citizens, and no matter, at least you have a well-defined life over there. You have a government that cares for your affairs. You have a government that provides for you those little basic amenities that is the function of the government to provide to their citizens.
Don't worry.
But in Nigeria,
we'll soon delve into nation building.
Right.
We are still trying to trash down injustice.
Injustice.
Yeah, so we'll be going for a short break, and when we come back, we'll be looking at jungle justice, how it has affected Nigerians. Of course, I told you we are moving down to the streets. So we've taken it from the police to FIRS and VIO. Now we are looking at the ones that we practice as Nigerians. I mean, fellow Nigerians lynching fellow Nigerians. So how injustice have affected, how jungle justice rather, have affected justice system, and of course, towards nation building in Nigeria. We'll look at that when we come back from the break. Please stay with us. Welcome back from that short break. Oftentimes you walk around the streets of Nigeria, you walk around our societies, regardless where, but within the ambit of Nigeria. And then you discover some people being put ablaze, you discover some people being lynched to death, you discover most times you just see a heap of coal, or most times it just look like ash. And then you won't ever believe that they are Nigerian citizens that have either been stoned or burnt to death. And then this is where we have found ourselves as a nation. Jungle justice. Now, as I said, we have taken